Today on Real TV, we go behind the scenes to show you how the Mr. Renaissance contestants are prepping for the big night.
Plus, all the ways volunteering is good for you and the community.
And find out why these rocks have many of us in Goose Creek on the hunt.
It's Friday, February 24th, 2017, and this is Real TV Online. Thanks for tuning into Real TV. I'm Kyle Thomas.
And I'm Brooke Mitchum. Stratford has a new event debuting tonight.
The Mr. Renaissance Pageant is tailored just for the guys. Real TV reporter Kelsey Pierce has more on the prep for the show.
For the first time ever, Stratford is hosting an all-guys pageant. It's an opportunity for the guys in our school to let their personalities shine through on stage. Pageant coordinator Coach Chute tells us where the idea of the Mr. Renaissance pageant came from.
It had been in the works for actually a couple of years. The idea was generated, I don't know if the leadership kids saw it at a conference or if they just came up with the idea themselves, but it has been talked about for a couple of years now.
There will be an opening number of the guys dancing, a sexy legs competition, a formal walk, and a short interview.
No, you're turning to your left.
Senior Jasmine Leger is choreographing the dance for the guys, which she says poses a bit of a challenge.
It's actually super fun working with the guys. I was nervous about it at first because I was like, are they going to want to do it? Are they going to be enthusiastic? But they're all actually like really getting into it, and they're all like really excited, sometimes too excited, but really excited.
Dance moves and all, the guys have been practicing for several days to get ready for their show. Junior Tucker Wheeler tells us what he's going to be doing to get ready for the big night.
I'm waxing my legs thoroughly to make sure I have no hair. I'm going to oil these things up and contour them.
The guys in the pageant represent the characteristics of Renaissance, such as having good behavior, attendance, and grades.
You know, we talk about behavior, just being a genuine good person, a good citizen, a good guy. So they do have to meet the bag requirements, just like the end of the year celebration, so behavior, attendance, and grades.
This pageant is a good way for the guys to make good memories and new friends. As a part of their responsibilities as a contestant, they hosted a barbecue dinner fundraiser last week. This was a good way for the guys to get to know each other better. These guys put in a lot of time and practice for this pageant. Junior Bradley Watson says it's something that he's definitely looking forward to.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it because it's going to give me a time to spend time with friends, make new friends, and make memories here at Stratford High School.
Make sure to come out to the Mr. Renaissance pageant tomorrow night to see these talented guys perform on stage. I'm Kelsey Pierce reporting for Real TV.
You can catch the action tonight at 7 p.m.
Tickets are $5.
Our Renaissance group here at Stratford is known for recognizing students and faculty for their accomplishments.
And on February 17th, they took it one step further. February 17th was Random Acts of Kindness Day, and they decided to give our custodians a break for the day by taking over their lunch cleanup. Miss Ward's leadership class, which is part of Renaissance, volunteered their time to give our hardworking custodians a much-needed break. They picked up trash, cleaned the tables, emptied the trash can, and swept the floors. Cleaning up is one of the many ways you can volunteer.
Reporter Nicole Crumrye shows us the many ways volunteering can benefit you and your community.
There are many reasons why people here at Stratford love to volunteer. Helping others, gaining career experience, building self-esteem, and learning new skills are just a few of the benefits of volunteering.
It's really the feeling that you get afterwards. You know you helped somebody, you know you made the world a better place. It's a really good feeling.
As a volunteer, you often get to experience some new skills like leadership, communication, and working as a team member. It can also give you the opportunity to try something you've never done before. Study says that volunteering actually makes you feel like you have more time because you're not wasting time or spending it on yourself. It can also reduce stress by giving you a more positive attitude.
I'd like to do more things that involve like bake sales or catering to help with any volunteering as much as I can.
There are many places that students can volunteer. It's really important to find something that you're passionate about or that you really enjoy doing.
Helping such as community cleanups and events such as helping animals in need shows how to make it a better place in your neighborhood. Getting involved as a volunteer can also introduce you to new people while making a change in the community.
Helps them find things that they may want to do later in life, and it gives them something fun and creative to do with their friends and also meet new people as well.
Not only is volunteering good to show a great example out to others, it also helps the mind. Focusing on other activities decreases stress levels and helps you gain confidence. The more we give, the happier we feel.
it makes me happy to see other people enjoy volunteering and seeing other people's reaction when we do volunteer.
Having the experience of volunteering is also a big advantage when looking for a job. It can also help advance your career because it says a lot about your character. Being a helpful hand not only affects change in your community, but can also build change throughout the world. I'm Nicole Crumroy reporting for Real TV.
Students and faculty volunteered not only their time, but a part of themselves when the American Red Cross visited this week for a blood drive.
Reporter Riley Hackett tells us why this is so important.
Donating blood may sound like a scary thing, but imagine how much scarier it would be if you were the one in the hospital waiting for a much-needed donation. That's the reality for many patients, and for some, it's a matter of life or death. That's why the American Red Cross reaches out to as many people as they can to get donors.
It's great for people to want to help their community by donating their blood.
I feel like it's a very simple act that can make a huge difference.
Donors must be at least 17 years old or 16 with parental consent. You must also be in good health and weigh at least 110 pounds. If you're planning on donating blood, you can prepare for the drive by hydrating, wearing something comfortable, and bringing your ID. Following giving blood, donors should keep the bandage on, drink lots of water, and refrain from any vigorous exercise for the rest of the day. Most donations only take about 8 to 10 minutes, though some can take longer.
Something simple, it doesn't take much time, and knowing how much of an impact you have is a really nice feeling.
Each donation can potentially help one or more sick or disabled people in hospitals in our communities and others. The need for blood in our country is high. Approximately 36,000 units of red blood cells are needed every day in the U.S.
The Red Cross is always welcome, always wants donations.
For some people it's a fear, but if you're able to push through that, it's really not that bad.
So if you are able to give but you're too scared to do it, don't let your fear stop you from helping someone else. 10 minutes of your time could save a life, and you never know when you might be the one in need. I'm Riley Hackett, reporting for Real TV.
Volunteering and donating are not the only ways you can feel like you're a part of the community.
Reporter Kylie Stoll shows us how this art is bringing all kinds of positive vibes right here in Goose Creek.
A simple act of kindness by spreading happiness and positivity through art. That's the idea behind the Goose Creek Rocks. These little pieces of art began to appear around town a few months ago. Stratford alumni Jerica Morell started the project on Facebook after seeing another town with its own painted rock community.
Goose Creek Rocks is sort of a non-profit community organization that we brought from the West Coast, and basically we just paint on rocks. It's sort of an art movement.
What you do is decorate rocks and hide them in various locations around Goose Creek. Madeline Crotty has found several of these rocks and gets just as excited as the first time.
I like it because my family all does it together, and we go out and find them, paint them, rehide them.
The rules are simple. Use paint, chalk, Sharpies, or anything else as long as it has a clear coat of sealer over it to preserve the art. Be respectful of private properties or businesses. This is not a rock hunt nor game. If you find a decorated rock, take a picture and post it to the Goose Creek Rocks Facebook page.
Rocks, and you paint them, and then you set them out in the community for others to find them.
You can then choose to keep the rock or rehide it. The variety of artwork can be seen on the Facebook page. They range from very simple to very detailed.
Really fun, the Facebook page. People hide them and tell them where they are sometimes, and everyone goes out to find them.
The idea is to help brighten someone's day. It's a great way to get involved and bring the community together.
It brings families together. They spend the day painting, and then they can go out and hide, gets everybody out in the fresh air.
Anyone can participate in this. It's for all ages and all levels of art ability. So get creative and rock on. I'm Kylie Stoll, reporting for Real TV.
And we've got more positivity coming with good news from around Stratford.
My good news is I got a prom date.
Our good news is softball season started.
My good news is that I started into my city trends.
I made 93 in my pre-cal quiz.
My good news of the month is I got nominated for Night of the Month by Miss St. Clair, so thank you, Miss St. Clair.
Teachers here at Stratford are always looking for new fun ways to help our students learn.
Real TV reporter Daniel Wood takes us in the classroom.
This week, in Miss Batista's Honors Anatomy and Physiology class, the class participated in a bone lap. The students examined bone structures from the cow femur and analyzed certain features and parts of the bone, such as the medullary cavity, yellow marrow, and the nutrient artery. The class also sketched out their observations and labeled the structures they found. Just upstairs in the English hallway, Miss Kingery's AP English Language and Composition class read and annotated historical love letters for Valentine's Day. While reading, they looked for rhetorical devices such as parallelism and shift in tone. The class then worked in groups and compared their observations together. Reporting for Real TV, I'm Daniel Wood.
And now it's time for our sports report.
Here's Drake Bowen with all you need to know.
A few wrestlers here at Stratford will be traveling to Anderson to compete in the state finals. These wrestlers are Hayden Prince, Lamar Gray, Preston Soriano, Michael Hunt, and Jonathan Singleton. Good luck to these wrestlers. The Knights boys basketball season ended after a first-round playoff loss to Blythewood. The Knights went up to Blythewood Wednesday and lost 69-43. Craig Sabb led the Knights with 18 points. Stratford finished its season with a 12-12 record, and this is one of the best seasons this decade. Our hockey season is coming to a close with the Knights making a playoff push. The Knights are 1-2 in their last 3 games as they look to take on Fort Dorchester. This game is at the Carolina Ice Palace and the puck drops at 6. Spring sports are about to start, and one of those sports is boys tennis. As the season approaches, so do some of the new courts to play on. Real TV reporter Mackenzie Hagwood tells us more about the construction of the new tennis courts.
As the school gets older, so does some of our school equipment and courts. The tennis courts here are as old as the school itself, 34 years old. That's why the administration and school board have decided to build all new courts for the tennis teams.
The tennis courts are as old as Stratford is, and they've only been resurfaced once, so it's just time.
Athletic Director Coach Chalice says it's a costly adventure, but a necessary one. Not only did they look run down, but it was taking a physical toll on the players.
The last couple years, they were in bad enough shape that they certainly affected the bounce of the ball sometimes, and I believe too, when things don't look nice, you just don't feel as good about things. So I think maybe it had some effect.
The original plan was to have the courts finished by the start of the season, but we are now expecting a slightly later date.
To redesign all that to make new bases for light posts, and then they'll have to come in with gravel, and they'll have to lay that down, then they'll have to lay asphalt down and let that cure, then they'll have to come back and paint it, and so it's a long drawn out process. Hopefully, we'll get them moving on it and it'll be done in time for the season this year.
Obviously, the goal was to get it done by the beginning of the season. I think they might miss that by a week or so. They started work over Christmas break, but there's been a holdup because of some plans that had to be done, I think. But hopefully we'll get it done before the first match.
The tennis players and coaches alike are very excited about the renovation and are looking forward to a great season this year.
I am, because the old ones were very cracked and really hard to use, and they're going to be so much better. We won't have as many health hazards, and it'll be really nice having some courts without cracks.
The season begins early March, and just people come out and support us.
Sweet. I'm Mackenzie Hagwood reporting for Real TV.
Boys open their season on March 6th. We don't have to wait for March for some sports to start. Our baseball team starts its season tonight in the Berkeley County Diamond Classic at Berkeley High School. The Knights are taking on Colleton County. The Knights faced the Cougars earlier this month in a scrimmage and lost 5-2. First pitch is at 5. On the girls' diamond, the softball team is wrapping up preparations for its new season. Last Friday, the softball team hosted its inaugural Home Run Derby fundraiser. RealTV reporter Riley Hackett tells us who hit the most dingers in a successful fundraiser.
Last Friday night, our softball team hosted Stratford's first ever Home Run Derby. This event challenged male teachers and students to show their stuff on the softball field. All they had to do was hit a home run, but they had to use a softball bat and hit a softball pitch to them underhand. Most contestants started the derby feeling confident, but soon learned that the different ball, bat, and pitch can make hitting a home run more difficult.
It's harder to hit a softball to me because it's bigger, it's harder to get it farther out, and it's coming straight at you, it's not coming down at you, so I think it's harder to hit a softball.
Because the bats were lighter and it was slow.
But this event wasn't just to show the boys how hard softball is. It was a fundraiser for the softball team, and they hope the money will go towards new equipment for their season.
We got a lot of new equipment. We got new batting cages, so we're trying to fund money for, new products and stuff.
28 students and teachers competed in the tournament. The good turnout at the Derby just goes to show that Stratford sports is a community that supports each other.
If one team's good, it kind of fills and builds to the other program, so we want success around.
My little sister's on the JV, it's good to support them. They'll support us in baseball, so it's just a good thing to do.
One by one, players were eliminated. And it came down to the finals, with Coach Rowland taking the W over former Stratford teacher Mr. Bieber. Although it was very competitive, the players had a good time and supported each other throughout. Overall, roughly $800 was raised for the softball team. With the success of this year, they hope to make the Home Run Derby an annual event. Reporting for Real TV, I'm Riley Hackett.
Congratulations to Coach Rowland for winning the Derby and the softball team on a great fundraiser. Our girls soccer team has kicked off this season, continues action tonight in Goose Creek Tournament. They kick off at 4:30 this afternoon. And lastly, our boys soccer team has finished its preseason undefeated. The boys won a tight 4-3 scrimmage against the Cane Bay Cobras. The Knights will look for more success Tuesday night as they face Cane Bay again in the first regular season match. Kickoff is at 7. Outside of Stratford Athletics, a former Knight in the pros is switching teams. Former Stratford player Matt Weirders has signed with the Washington Nationals. Weirders has the power to hit 20 or more home runs in a season, but many big league teams won't be interested in the power-hitting catchers. So Weirders' deal may be up to 2 years and $21 million instead of the near $80 million other top-tier catchers have gotten. The good news for Stratford fans is that the Nationals play in the same division as the Braves, so you will see plenty of opportunities to head a few short hours to Atlanta to watch him play. And that's all of sports for this episode of Real TV. We'll see you back on March 6th.
And that's all for this episode of Real TV.
We'll see you back here on March 3rd.